The first step in any conversion is to write the given. And so in this first question, how many moles are in 45 grams of oxygen, O2? We're going to start with the only thing that we're given in the problem, which is 45 grams. And the next step is going to be to set up your conversion factor. Your conversion factor should have the unit that you're trying to convert to, which in this case is moles, and the unit that you're trying to cancel out in it. And so in this situation, we want to cancel out grams, so that's going to go in the denominator. And we're also going to put moles on top, since that's what we want to end up with. Now, remember, your conversion factor should be two values that mean the same thing but are in different units. And so if we have 1 mole of O2, we can find how many grams that is by looking in the reference table. And so we're finding the GFM of O2. So it's just 2 oxygens. So if we round the gram formula mass of oxygen to the hundredths place, we end up with 16. We multiply that by 2, and we get 32 grams. So when we put 32 grams in the bottom of the fraction here, we're saying there are 32 grams of oxygen in 1 mole of oxygen. And then it's just a matter of solving. And so remember, we're not cross-multiplying. We are essentially multiplying fractions. And so if you want to put this over 1 so that you can see numerator and denominator in both fractions, that's fine. But what you're going to end up with is 45 times 1, and then you're going to divide by 32. Now, of course, multiplying 45 by 1 is not going to change anything, so in your calculator, if you just want to do 45 divided by 32, you would get the same answer. The correct answer is going to be 1.41 moles, and that's moles of O2. Alright, so if we look at the next one, very similar, how many grams are there in 2.35 moles of sodium nitrate? But this time we're starting with a different unit. So again, we're starting with what we're given. And we want to include the unit. And the inclusion of the unit is important because then it allows us to set up our conversion factor correctly. So if we want to cancel out moles, that has to go on the bottom. Grams has to go on the top. And so we have 1 mole. And to find the gram formula mass of sodium nitrate, we're going to list all the elements. There's 3 of them. There's 1 sodium, 1 nitrogen, and 3 oxygens. The mass of sodium rounded to the hundredths place is 22.99. Nitrogen is 14.01, and then oxygen is 16.00. So the only one we really have to do any work with is the oxygen. We multiply 16.00 by 3 and we end up with 48.00 grams. And so to find the gram formula mass, we're going to take 22.99 plus 14.01 plus 48, and we end up with a gram formula mass of 85.00 grams. This math, again, if you want to put it over 1, go ahead. We're just multiplying across, so 2.35 times 85. When you put this in your calculator, it will come out to be 199.75 grams, which is a little tricky to write in significant figures because we want 3 sig figs. So we need to round this. Now, to be honest with you, on a test, I probably would accept this, or I know I would accept this, unless I specified to write your answer to the correct number of sig figs. So we'll practice that just because, and we've got 3 sig figs in the given, so if we round this to 3 sig figs, we're going to round it to 200, and we're going to make sure we put that decimal place there so that we indicate both of these zeros are actually significant. Alright, moving right along. Now we're solving for how many moles are in 5 grams of CH4. So we're starting with what we're given. We're going to set up our conversion factor. We want to cancel out grams, so they have to go on opposite sides of the fraction from each other. We want to end up with moles, so that goes in the numerator. And we're always talking 1 mole. So how many grams are there in 1 mole of CH4? That is a gram formula mass problem. There's 1 carbon, 4 hydrogens. Each hydrogen is 1.01 grams. Each carbon is 12.01 grams. So we do the multiplication for the hydrogen, we end up with 4.04. We add that to 12.01, and we end up with 16.05 as our gram formula mass. So that is how many grams there are in 1 mole of CH4. So mathematically in our calculator, we're going to take 5.0 and we're going to divide by 16.05 and round it to the correct number of sig figs, which is 2 in this case. Our answer will be 0.31 moles. And then lastly, the trickiest one, how many grams are there in 1.5 moles of calcium hydroxide? Not tricky because it's any different to set up. We're still going to set up our moles first because that's what we were given. Our conversion factor rules remain the same. We want to cancel out moles, so that goes on the bottom. We're solving for grams, so that needs to go on the top. We're still talking about 1 mole. The problem is that we don't know what the formula for calcium hydroxide is. So this is some practice with formula writing. So if you look in your reference table, calcium has a charge of +2. Hydroxide is one of those tricky polyatomic ions that actually ends in IDE. So it's not just hydrogen, that would just be hydride, and it's not just oxygen, because that would be oxide. It's a combination of them. And that can be found in table E. Okay, so we've got hydroxide there, and its charge is -1. So if we want the entire thing to equal out to 0, if our charge on calcium is +2, it means we need 2 -1 charges to balance that out. And so our formula for hydroxide is going to be Ca, and then we need 2 hydroxide, so we're going to put that in parentheses. So if we're finding the gram formula mass, we have 1 calcium, because the 2 does not apply to calcium, since the 2 only applies to what's inside the parentheses. So we have 1 of those, we have 2 oxygens, and we also have 2 hydrogens. And so then it's a matter of finding gram formula mass the same way we always do. And so the mass of calcium from the reference table is 40.08 grams. The mass of oxygen is 16.00, and the mass of hydrogen is 1.01. And so when we do the math here, we end up with, of course, the same thing for calcium. We end up with 32.00 for oxygen and 2.02 for hydrogen. If we add those all together, we end up with a gram formula mass of 74.10 grams. And so when we solve for that, we're going to get an answer of around 111 grams. Technically, again, if I'm asking for sig figs, it should only have 2, since 1.5 only has 2. And so to round this to 2 sig figs, we would change it to 110 with no decimal place after the 0, so that we indicate only the ones are significant. This should be a huge help for your homework or just using this process in general. And if you follow these steps every time, you will never have an issue converting between grams and moles.